So today we're going back in time, pretty much precisely 3 years back in time. Today I want to talk about this, or more importantly, this. Yes, that is right. After 3 long years of basically sitting on my arse and not doing anything else whatsoever, I finally got the ICS Hop unit ready to be hands-on with you guys. Now before we dive on into that, I want to quickly say, if you haven't already, please do consider dropping a like and a comment down below and hitting that subscribe and notification button. And if you feel so inclined, possibly sharing this video with other people to help the channel grow and to help other people out with useful information that I have here. Right, that's enough of me whoring myself out for likes and subscriptions. Let's jump on over into the table and check out the ICS Hopup kit. And here we are at the table. Now, this isn't very useful, so let's turn on the overhead cam and have a look at the Hopup in my LSW. So here is my ICS LSW. Now the fact that it's an LSW doesn't really matter in this case, but what does matter is it's got this bit in it. Now, I'll be pretty amazed if any of your L85s out there or L86s have something that looks like this in it at the moment. This is the brand new EK Hop unit. EK Hop unit. Not called it that before. I've always just called it the custom hop. But there we go. The main difference is it is no longer a ratchet wheel on the side, but it is in fact a rotary hop, whereby you rotate around the barrel to adjust your hop. Get the angles right. Number 5, and we can go in and rotate it down. Number 4, number 3, and so on. Now, some of the other things I've done with this that I particularly am very proud of is the fact that there is an arrow showing you which way is more hop, and it is numbered so you can see where your hop is set. Numbers go from 0 to 8, 0 being off and 8 being maximum. So that allows you to set your hop, and then if you take it all apart to clean it, you can put it back together and get your hop pretty much back to where it was, and then just tweak it for your first couple of shots, as opposed to spending a lot of time getting it back to set. Now the way this works is that this wheel has a track on the inside of it that varies in height as it rotates round. That pushes on a custom nub, which I'll show you in a minute, that then as you rotate it varies the height of the nub, which pushes down the rubber and varies the amount of rubber protrudes into the barrel, and thus varies your hop setting. All very interesting stuff. But enough of me just showing you part of it through the ejection port of my rifle. Let us get a fresh kit out to have a look at it. And here it is in its snazzy little brown box. We pop this open, we can find our bag of goodies. So let us open up this and I'll show you what the kit consists of. First and foremost, the biggest bit. This is the new hop chamber. Now it does look somewhat different to the original, but they are the same dimensions where it counts, and it feeds reliably and well. There is the ramp inside, varying in height. Obviously that is the lowest point, that's your offsetting, and just to the left of it in this view is the strongest point, or the most hop setting, and you can see the little step between them that stops you over rotating your hop. Now that pushes on one of our 2 custom nubs, and yes, there are 2. Now it's very hard to see because these nubs are printed at the very limit of the printer tech for them, so their resolution is very fine, but it's hard to see the slight differences between them. But here we have the kind of what I call the standard nub, and here we have the concave nub. Now this one is designed for use with standard hop-up rubbers, so you know your primary purples, your G&G greens, your standard TM rubbers, just where you have the little speed bump that protrudes down into the barrel. And you can also use them with flat hops. There's enough travel in this wheel that if you're using it on the like 0 to 5 setting, standard nub, if you're using it on the 5 to 8 setting, you can flat hop with it. The concave nub, on the other hand, is designed for more kind of maple leaf or R-hop approaches. Kind of mimics the maple leaf concave nub shape. Again, custom printed though, so it's got the custom curvature to run against the inside of the track wheel. Both of them are included in the kit, so depending on what you want to do, you can experiment with those 2 nubs and figure out which one works best for you. Right, now assembling onto the barrel is dead easy. I haven't got my barrel out at the moment, But once you've taken your old hop unit off and you are left with your rubber and the 2 locking lugs on the barrel, all you need to do is grab your hop chamber, loosely slide on your hop wheel and pop on your O-ring, but we're not going to lock everything in place yet, like so. And then you can put this onto your barrel so it's sitting firmly. You'll then be able to see through the window down into where the hop-up, the inner hop-up nub is on the hop-up rubber. You can then pick up your nub of choice, make sure it's orientated correctly, install it into the hop-up window. Now you can take your hop-up adjustment ring, line it all up, so 0 lined up with the arrow will line up the cutout with the rubber, or with the nub. That can slide over, the O-ring can slide over, and your hop is now assembled on your barrel. It's that simple. It is pretty much as simple as it gets compared to the old one. So that's enough of the looking on the table. Let's jump back on over to the computer side and we can talk about how much this costs. So I'm sure you're all wondering what the price is. Before we talk about that, I just want to quickly prove that it does work. Here are some clips of me using it yesterday, or technically the day before yesterday, out on the range at Tuddenham. Here's the LSW running my custom ICS hop unit. This mag I've loaded up with 3 6s. Bit heavy for a support weapon, but I wanted to show that the hop can lift heavier weights. For reference, we've got a target on a stand about there. That's at 30 metres. I can shoot at the oil drum next to it, or water container next to it. We've got an oil drum and some tyres set up there. At 40 metres, we'll shoot that. And then behind that on its side, we've got some oil drums on their sides at 50 metres, and then right behind those, the big plastic oil container, that's about 65 metres. Let's see how 3 6s do. Now, my LSW has just started playing up and not doing semi all that well, so we'll see how it goes. Obviously, as soon as you go into full auto, it affects the spread a bit. Also, I don't know if my SUSAT's wobbling all over the place or not. But so you mean it's easy. Try the oil drum at 40. If I can find my sight. Okay, so every one of those shots on the oil drum. And now let's do some harassing fire out to 65 metres. Okay, so pretty much every one of those shots I'm firing is landing onto the oil drum. Right, let's do some proper harassing fire out to 65 metres and do some full auto bursts, see what happens. Not bad for 3 6s, huh? Going out to 65 metres and hitting that target, which would definitely be a group of oncoming enemy. And being able to put on person-sized shots at 50 metres. Pretty happy. Now just to note, I'm still messing around with barrels. I've got a rather short barrel in the LSW and I think the inner barrel is wobbling quite a lot in the outer barrel. So this may not be representative of the absolute performance you will get, but with 3 6s, and yes I say 3 6s running at around the 1 to 1.1 joule, we were able to throw those all the way out to 65 metres in a suppressive fire roll, ideally suited for the LSW, but we were able to put pretty accurate fire down at the 50 metre targets, and those would be torso sized end of oil drum barrels, and we're putting pretty much every shot on at 40 metres and 30 metres, which is a-okay in my books. And also, I'd just like to note that the hop was set to about 5 on the dial with a maple leaf MR hop, 60 degree bucking, and that was lifting 3/6s no problem. So if you're being crazy and wanted to run 4s or 3s, 4/5, maybe even 4/8, you can probably do it with this hop. I don't know, and I've only tested a couple of combinations of hop rubbers barrels with this, so it's up to you. Experiment and find out what you can do if you pick up the kit. Now, speaking of picking up the kit, let's talk about the cost. And really, the £30 question in the room, how much does it cost? And that's it. £30 shipped in the UK, and that's for everything. That's the box with the Hopup unit, the dial, the O-ring, and the 2 nubs for 30 quid. And that's including shipping to you anywhere in the UK. If you're outside of the UK, there will be a slight additional cost. International shipping is available, but I have to figure out the cost once I know where it's going. But for reference, I've managed to send EK3M kits out to America and the Netherlands, and bayonets have gone out to, believe it or not, New Zealand. So yeah, that's, well, distance-wise, that's pretty much all the world. So I'm sure I could ship out a kit to you if you so require. Now, in terms of stock, I currently have 5 or 6 units ready to go here now. Once those go, there will be more, but it will take about a month for me to produce them. So if you're really wanting one, get in now. And in terms of getting in, how do you get in and get this kit? Well, it's easy. If you go to the description of this video, you'll find a link to my website. Yes, I have a website. I've had one for a couple of months now, but I've kept it on the DL while I build it up. I'm now pretty happy to say, hello, I have a website. Here you can see all the things I do. Head over there, scroll to the bottom of the page, and I'm just going to pull it up to make sure I read this verbatim for what it says. Find the big box at the bottom that says, want to know more? Why not drop me a message? And then a little line below that says, drop me a line. You click on that, it will boot up an email window. Put my email address in the to box. Then if you put in the subject matter ICS hop inquiry, or I want an ICS hop unit, or give me the ICS hop unit now,
give me the goddamn page,
and then just say, you know, hey Mr. Kiwi, or hey Ben, I've got like an ICS hop unit, can we sort it out? And I will respond to you. We'll sort out postage and payment, and I'll get one of these boxes out the door to you to install, and hopefully wreck at your local, or dominate at your local field. Let's not use the word wreck. We're not going to wreck these. These are going to be pristine. And if I don't respond to the emails, just jump on over to my Facebook page and give me a prod and say, hey, I emailed you. This is all fairly new, so the system should work, but there may be snags. So if you don't get a response within, give me 24 hours, maybe 48 hours, then give me another kick on Facebook, and I will endeavour to help you out. Likewise, if you have any questions or queries about anything I do, jump on over to my, not YouTube, we're on YouTube at the moment, jump on over to my website and drop me a line, and I'll endeavour to help you out. So, that's pretty much it. The hops are here, they're ready to go. Jump on over to the website, drop me an email, get your hands on the kit. Now, I would like to apologise that it's been pretty much 3 years to the day since I said I was doing this to actually doing it. A lot of things have happened in those last 3 years, and I really have been meaning to do this, but I wanted to get the time in to make sure it all works, and I just haven't had the time. I've been testing so many different other guns that I've never taken the LSW out to the field enough to test it. I'd like to say thank you to a couple of beta testers who have been running these and have found issues that we've improved upon. So the design that we're now shipping to you guys is what I believe to be a good design and shouldn't break on you. So that's all for now. Exciting news. Grab your ICS hop if you're interested, and I'll see you all soon in the next video.